Hey everybody, it's Drew at Rev Hiker Outdoors, and I wanted to do a video today and just show you guys what my ultralight pack is like. So I did a review on the Mountain Smith Daylight before, and I'm just going to show you guys my ultralight system, stuff that I carry both on my body and in the pack. So the first thing that I'll show you is the pack itself. You guys can see I've got just a thin closed cell foam pad on top, and that works nice. It just sits up there. I really don't have to worry about it. These things are so light that I never have to worry about it falling off, and I don't have to lash it super tight. This is just a thin piece of cord. It's it's a nylon cord. It's not quite paracord. It's a little different, but it's still good and strong. So I just wanted to show you guys the stuff that I carry in the pack, and then some of the things that I carry on my person, and I'll go through all these things and show you how I pack them and how I carry them. So the first thing is a sleeping pad. Like I said, I just lash this on the top, little slip knot, and this pops right out. And the cord also, this is a Canadian jam knot. This just keeps everything tight, and it holds it onto the top of the pack, which is nice. This doesn't need much explaining. You guys have all seen these before. So the next thing is the pack. As I said, it's a Mountain Smith Daylight. I carry either 1 or 2 water bottles, just just a small bottle, nothing huge. I don't carry Nalgene's. Just a little lightweight plastic bottle. I think this is a leftover vitamin water. And I'll, like I said, I'll carry either 1 or 2 of those, depending on where I'm going to be, how much water I'm anticipating to have. So that's that. It's the outside of the pack. I also have a little thermometer with a cheesy little compass on it. It works. Is it the greatest? No, but it's nice in a pinch. Usually where I'm hiking, it's fairly well marked trail, so I don't need this. But I do like this. When I wake up in the night, I kind of see how cold it got down to and all that stuff. So I'll start with the outside compartment in here. And by the way, this is a 3-season pack. This is not my winter pack. This is just, spring, summer, early fall. So anyway, this is just a little head net because I don't carry a tent, and sometimes the bugs can be bad. This just fits over my head, cinches down. Between this and bug spray, I really don't have any issues with bugs. I don't carry netting for my tent or anything like that. Next thing is a little Ziploc bag of toilet paper. Gotta have this. I have forgotten this at times, and I leave with a t-shirt and come back with a sleeveless shirt. So remember your TP, guys. Next thing is I just keep my little light my fire. It's kind of a spork, but it's a fork on one side, spoon on the other, and it's got a little cutting edge if you need a knife. They work nice. They're nice and light. Then I kind of have a DIY first aid kit, and my map stays in here too to keep everything dry. So I guess I'll go through the whole thing. Wherever I'm going, this is I keep a map. This one is for Adirondack High Peaks region, one of my favorite places to hike. Inside I keep extra, these are some paper towels folded up. I keep even more toilet paper in there, and some water purification tablets that look like I need to replace them. This is some duck style tape, but this is more of a fabric weave. I just wrapped a bunch around a piece of cardboard. Great for gear repairs. If you get a rip in your pants or your tarp or your tent or anything like that, or your pack for that matter, can be really good. I'm not going to open up this, but it's got a signaling mirror, got some sterile wipes, band-aids, gauze, a little bit of tape on there. Got a razor blade, and then another cheese ball compass, just in case. So that's my little first aid kit. Also in here is a book of matches inside of a little plastic bag. You guys see that I'll have a lot of different ways to make fire because in the Adirondacks, the weather can be very unpredictable, and 1 second it'll be good, next second it'll be horrible. So I've made the mistake of not being prepared before. So anyway, next thing is my headlamp. I carry a Princeton Tech Fuel. I think on high this thing is 70 lumens, on low it's roughly 20, but the batteries last forever in this thing. I only ever use it on low, even when I'm hiking at night, because for me it's plenty of light. But on low, on a fresh set of AAA batteries, this thing will last 146 hours straight. So I think the batteries in here are like 1.5 years old. They just last forever. This has 4 modes: high, medium, low, and then just a flashing thing for whatever, in case you want to flash people, I guess. So that's my headlamp. Love that thing. By the way, Princeton Tech is made in America, so I don't know if that matters to you, then go get a Princeton Tech made in the USA. This is some Repel 100% DEET. Love this stuff. Small bottle, pretty cheap, and works great. This stuff says 10 hours. I find it protects closer to 8, and if you're sweating really heavy, then a little bit less. Next thing is my Life Straw. This thing's awesome. Sometimes I take it out and just put it around my neck with the lanyard that comes with it. These things work great. I've used the Aquamira straws, the smaller version that weighs 1 ounce. Don't like it. I really had to pull hard to get water through it. This thing, the water comes through easier, and it's only 2 ounces. So, is it the lightest? No. Is it way more convenient and worth it to me? Absolutely. Love these things. Go pick up a Life Straw. You're going to pay around 20 bucks. Great addition to your pack, though. And then I just throw my tent stakes in here. These are just cheesy aluminum stakes that, you know, get beat up. And that's it for my outer pocket. Sometimes I'll stuff like little snacks in there, just because I like to kind of eat as I'm walking sometimes. Next, main compartment. First thing we come to now, I don't have food in here. There is quite a bit of extra room, if you can see. I always stick my food kind of on top because I don't want it getting mashed up. So all the extra room in the top is for the food. I didn't pack the food. You guys don't care what I'm eating. But this is just my puffer jacket that I kind of roll up here, and it'll compress smaller if you want it to. But this is part of my sleep system. I use this puffer jacket along with some other stuff that I'll get to in a minute. But these are great because a lot of mornings, Adirondacks is cold. This is not an expensive one, by the way. I know a lot of people spend a lot of money on North Face or Mountain Hardwear or you know, whatever brand, you know, insert your brand here. This thing is from JCPenney. I picked it up on sale for like 19 bucks. It's great. It's a 650 fill. I like it. And I didn't have to spend $250 on the thing. So anyway, that's my little puffer jacket. Those things are great to have. Next thing, I keep some grabber warmers, and these are the peel and stick kind. Sometimes I just like to put one of these on the small of my back when I'm sleeping. You can see it's a peel and stick there, and they work great. Really like them. They're a nice addition if you didn't quite bring the clothes that you thought you were going to need. So, like them. Next thing I'll do is my shelter. And you guys can see that this is a Sea to Summit tarp poncho. And it's not the sil nylon. At the time, I didn't have the money to get the sil nylon one. And in all reality, this one is a little more durable. Yes, it weighs more. Yes, it's slightly more bulky, but no, I don't care. In here, I keep some extra cordage. This is about a 20-foot, 25-foot hank of paracord that I use for a ridgeline, or I'll use. I also, well, these are just guy lines that already attached to the poncho. So it's kind of nice. I leave all the things attached to the corners, my main guy outs, and I just roll it up and throw it in here, and there's room to spare for other cordage. So this is my shelter. I like it, but I'm just going to get a plain tarp next time because you know, I had one issue where I didn't seal up the hood right, and I got a little water in because I was in a rush to set it up. So I'll probably just go with a regular tarp after this, but for now this thing serves me well. Okay, next thing is my sleeping bag, part of my sleep system. This is, and I did a review on this. You guys can check out my other videos. I'll put a link in the bottom. But this is a Survive Outdoors Longer Adventure Medical Kits Escape Bivy. Nearly waterproof and breathable and reflective. The inside looks like this. It's this reflective material. This thing's great by itself and just regular clothes. This is good to, you know, 45, 50 depending on how you sleep. When you add the puffer jacket and you know, some wool socks and a little beanie hat, which is in here, you can sleep down pretty well. This thing in just regular clothes with that puffer jacket, I've been down to 35, and you know, a little bit chilly, but nothing unbearable. So I like this. 8.5 ounces. Compresses pretty small. My choice over a super expensive down bag that once it gets wet is worthless. So that's that. This is a little beanie that I bring, nice and light. It's Mountain Hardware, but it does its job. It keeps you warm enough while you're sleeping, keeps the chill off. I like it. Folds down into nothing, stretchy. That works good. More cordage. There's some things that I like to have extras of. This is one of them. This is more of that line that I use to tie the sleeping pad on with. So no explanation there. This is my cook kit, and I will go into the contents of this because I think it's important. But this is the cook kit that I like to use the most. So this is just a plain old Sierra cup with a wire handle. I've put I doubled up some tin foil and put that on the top, and you can use this as a ground reflector underneath your stove, or you unfold it, you can use it as a windshield. So it's got multi-purpose. And in a pinch, you know, a survival type situation, if I had to go fishing, you can wrap up a little fish in this and cook it effectively over a fire. So anyway, it's tinfoil. What else can I say? Keep my fuel in here. This is just an old 5-hour energy bottle, and I use heat. It's like a gas line dryer for your car, but works great. Great fuel, super clean burning. Carries enough for about 3 meals in here, depending on what you're cooking. Lighter, matches. Again, I've told you guys I carry lots of different ways for fire, just because I think it's incredibly important should things go south. And then my stove. Now this stove, I just want to shout out to Intense Angler. I learned how to make this on his YouTube channel some time ago. He has a really great channel, a lot of cool things. I made this out of a Mountain Dew can. It weighs like nothing, and you guys can see the jets in there. This is really cool. Another time I'll do a little video about this, but I really like this stove. Puts off a ton of heat, and it's like nothing. You know, it weighs about half as much as an empty can. So super great ultralight stove, in my opinion. I keep a little piece of Scotch-Brite in there, just keep everything clean if something gets baked on. Weighs nothing and it's quite useful. And then just a stainless steel cup. Normally I cook on this, but you can use this to boil water in a fire if you make a fire. In the Eastern High Peaks, where I do a lot of my hiking, unfortunately we're not allowed to make fires because of the high traffic nature of the area. Just too many people, it would deplete the woods. So I mostly cook on a stove. But even if you're doing bushcraft, something like that, or you're in an area where you can make a fire and that's what you prefer, stainless steel, perfect for it. So that's my cook kit. And last thing in here is just another Adventure Medical Kits, just like a regular space blanket. These are not like your regular space blankets that you put one little nick in there and the whole thing shreds to pieces. These things are great because they're stretchable. You can see I can just pull this corner out and stretch it, and you could poke a hole in this stuff and it won't turn into a huge tear. They're like the exact same price where I'm, around me at least, and these are 100 times better. And I use this as my ground cloth. Waterproof, so I don't have to worry about anything coming up. So this is my ground cloth underneath my tarp. It goes underneath my sleeping pad. And in a pinch, if it gets real cold, you can put it over top of you and it's reflective. So just great item to have. I love it. Versatile, tough, good stuff in my opinion. The last thing on this pad, or this pack, excuse me, is, and I showed you this in other videos, but I just keep a little piece of foam padding, closed cell foam under there. Use this as a sit pad. I can use it to collect tinder or do any number of things. A kneeling pad if I don't want to get my knees wet. So this thing is great, and it slips right in this nice little area behind the pack, and it's just a little extra barrier, so you don't have like your Sierra Cup kind of poking you in the back as you're walking along. You don't feel anything. So that's my Ultralight pack. That's what I carry in the pack. And again, like I said, I'm not doing food today. Normally I'd also put like my wallet and my phone in this little yellow thing here if it wasn't on my person, which I normally keep it in the person, but at night stow that stuff in there. Let's see what else. I guess we'll do what I carry on me now. This will be in my pocket. This is a magnesium bar. This particular one's made by Coughlin's. I've done this in other videos. You guys can check those out. But matches get wet or you lose them or whatever. This is great to start fire with, like that. And the little nylon rope is great tinder, and I've showed you that in another video too. But this is how I prefer to carry it. Just wrap it up, throw it in my pocket. I did carry it on my neck at one point, but all the sweat corroded this thing up, and anyway, it's another story. Another thing I carry is my homemade file knife, and I just connect that to my belt loop with another survival type bracelet. This is nice because, again, in a pinch, it's more cordage. Try to have everything as a dual purpose. This knife is great for food prep or fire making because it's got a 90-degree spine, or whatever you need to do. If you want to do little bushcrafting projects, thing will do it. Full tang, great knife. Again, I've showed this in other videos, but this is my just a waterproof match container that I keep cotton balls soaked in Vaseline. Great for fire starting. And the last thing, which I'll do another video on this because I just picked this up, but it's definitely going to be part of my kit. This is made by Chums, and it's called the Smoky bracelet. This is pretty cool. And again, I'll do another full video on this, but basically this little bar here is a ferrocerium rod, and it comes with a washer, and so you can just throw sparks off of it, which I thought was pretty awesome. So yeah, you can see it throwing some sparks. So in a pinch, again, this is cordage and fire making, and it goes on your wrist and you just kind of forget about it. So just another cool thing that is definitely going to be part of my kit, and I think it'll be cool. Will I ever have to use this? Probably not, but it's nice to know that it's there. I guess the last part of my kit that I don't have right here to show you guys is my poles. I use adjustable trekking poles to set up my tarp if I don't choose a ridgeline option, and it really helps my old knees go down the steep sections. So I use poles aside from that. Anyway, that is my Ultralight kit. feel free to comment below, and don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. So I just kind of plant this right where I want it. There we go.